Pile number ones, what is the hot gossip on you? So the hot gossip on my pile number ones is that you're moving strategically when it comes to something. The hot gossip on my pile number ones is that you are a strategic person. This is being looked at in a really high regard. This is being praised even. The hot gossip on my pile number ones is that they can move themselves out of any situation. Like, I'm hearing one man show. Okay. The hot gossip on my pile number ones has a lot to do with your like manifestation capabilities, or the way that you're able to create the world that you want to see, or the way that you're able to, the way that you exist in the world that you want to see. Or basically, I think what Spirit is saying here is that you already live in the world that you want to see. So it's the way that you exist, the way that you live, the things that keep you going. People talk about this. There's a lot of chatter about like what pile number one does to keep going. Or like, what is it? What does pile number one do? I want to clarify this Seven of Pentacles. People talk about how it seems like you don't ever need help, or you don't. I'm hearing a well-oiled machine. You are that. And you have like a bite to you, or you have like a stinger. I just saw a bee by my window. It's like when you feel like you need to use that stinger, you use it. But this is all being looked at in a really good way. It's like you're coming across as a really well-rounded person, someone who's very in touch with like all attributes of themselves and is able to fully communicate like just the person that you are. You're really able to communicate the person that you are. It's the way that you're able, like, the hot gossip on you, pile number one, is like you are like really valuable. You're really valuable. You're like the missing piece for a lot of different things. Any place you go to, they feel this way about you. If this is your job, they feel this way about you. You know, if these are your friends, they feel this way about you. Like when pile number one is there, they're like, what was missing? Something was missing. They didn't even know it was missing. But when pile number one showed up, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, this was missing. You were missing. Where were you? You know? The hot gossip on my pile number ones. People are talking about how you show up just in time to re-guide or to redirect or to bring clarity or show you what's actually going on. This could be a lot of gossip at work, at your workplace. You're coming up as like the golden child, or like the like I said, the missing piece. I get the energy from you, pile number one, that you're in a lot of situations, or I don't know, it's giving like placed in situations where you are guided there. So the gossip for that is everybody's looking to pile number one. Everyone's looking to pile number one for the answers, or everyone's looking to pile number one to finish this job, right? Or everyone's looking to pile number one. It's an energy of people fighting over you. The hot gossip on you, pile number one, is that there's a lot of people fighting on you. So this could, fighting on you, not fighting on you, child, fighting over you. But yeah, there's a lot of people fighting over you right now, pile number one. This could be energetically, this could be literally like at your job. I get the vibe that, you know, everybody wants you in their department. People want you over here, and they're like, no, but we could use pile number one over here, or pile number one knows how to do this too, though. You know, so since they know how to do this, maybe they should be over here. Well, maybe we could just split the time with pile number one. You could have pile number one for 3 hours, and you could have pile number one for 4, and then you know, it's like that energy. That's the hot gossip. Who gets pile number one at what time? And they're strict on these times that they get you. Okay, they're like, okay, well, we wrote it down. Maybe this is your job and your schedule or something like that, where they're like, look, on Thursdays we're trying to have pile number one over here in this department, and then the other department's like, well, I don't know, because we really need them on Thursdays, so I don't know, you know. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And the hot gossip about you. Really, really good gossip, but I do feel like people tugging on you in every direction. And you may feel this as well. Or you may feel the, just simply like you're being tugged in a lot of different directions. Okay? Hot gossip from the pile number ones. Really good energy. You're very valued wherever you are. Very valued. Okay, and if this is work, you're very valued at your workplace. Clarify this 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. The hot gossip for pile number one. I heard I got the sauce, I got the recipe. That's how people are looking at you. Yeah, that's how people are looking at you. Pile number one. Now, this is specific. If you work at a place, like a food place, or if you work at, I don't know if you're a chef or something like that, people are looking at you like, pile number one needs to be there when I'm there, because I really only want pile number one to do it, or I really only want pile number one's creative skills in the kitchen, or yeah. So take that if that resonates for you in that way, because you're creative. You're creative at this thing, or you're creative with the food that you make. You know, people trust you to get creative with whatever meal you're making, right? If you have a business and you cater, right? People trust you to just make whatever you want to make. You know, just just you create the whole menu. And you know, we know it's going to be good, so just go ahead, I heard work your magic, right? So the hot gossip on you is that your hands, your very talented hands, or it's just something about you that people want. They don't know what they want from you, but they just want you to do it, or they want you to be around, or they want you to, child, they want you. Okay, pile number one, that's the hot gossip. And they, again, they don't even know what it is that they truly want, so to say. That's why the example of, like, I don't know, maybe cooking something for someone and people are just like, just do you, do what you do, or whatever it is that you do. We don't even have any specifics for you, pile number one, to be quite honest. We just really want you to do what you do, because when you do it how you do it, without any questions asked or anything like that, it's perfect. Okay, let's get the last card. What is the hot gossip on my pile number ones? Very valued. You're so valued in whatever spaces you're in lately. And you show up like you know you are. I'm not taking that in reverse. You show up like you know you're the missing piece. You show up like you know that you can make things grow. You know that you can push things forward. You know that you can add momentum in a situation or to a situation. Where things are stagnant, you can add momentum. Where things just kind of look like they're not moving forward, you show them how they actually are moving forward. You just got to change your perspective. You may be like a mutable sign or heavy mutableness going on in your chart, right? Because you can show up to a situation one way and then change the energy in the room, change the perspective, change the thoughts, change things in the moment. This isn't anything that you had to think about before you got there in order to change whatever this is. No, pile number one shows up, and again, it's like this energy of pile number one does what they do. Because pile number one doesn't necessarily have a specific plan or how they go about things, or it's just being perceived this way, at least. But just show up, and we need pile number one's brain, really. We need their brain, because listen, you don't really have to give pile number one too much context. You just don't. Show up, and then in the moment, let them know what's going on. Then pile number one's going to do what they do, and watch how the energy changes. Watch how the energy changes. It's magical the way that you do this, pile number one. Okay, so that is the hot gossip on you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that is going to be in the description box below. Please like, please comment, definitely subscribe to become a raindrop. Know that I love you on a soul level. Peace. Pile number two, what is the hot gossip on you? You're like leaving people speechless. You got people like drooling over you, or googly eyed, or you have a lot of people who desire you in so many ways. The hot gossip on pile number two is not only do they look amazing, right? But it's so many more things, like it's so much more to you, or it's so much more that's attractive. You're giving like this sexy energy. You're so dang hot, and it's in the things that it's in everything that you do. It's in everything that you do. It's the way that you think. It's the way that you look. It's the way that you smile. I don't know. It's everything about you. It's like the hot gossip on my pile number twos is like you are a lot of people's dream girl. And if people Child. If people can have a moment of your time, or if people can get some time with you, they're just so happy. I get the energy that you know, you're someone who's like hard to catch or hard to come by, or maybe you are just working with a limited amount of time in a day or something, and if they could get your time, or if they could I don't know, what is this energy? It's real like smitten. People are smitten by you, pile number 2. The hot gossip on you is that people are just so smitten. They're like a little smitten kitten around you. Yeah. Your energy is like honey. It's like sweetener. It's like a sweetener. Any type, whatever you use, right? Whatever you use, personal to you, you're that sweetener. Or whatever they use, I should say, personal to them. You're that sweetener for them. Right? So if it's sugar, if it's sweet and low, if it's agave, if it's honey, if it's, that's all I know right now for sweeteners. If it's any of them, you're that. You're like someone's type, or a specific taste that people have, or a type. Even if people have a type, or maybe you're dating, pile number 2, and you're their type, you're their preferred type. They don't really want to like date anybody else or talk to anybody else, because you know, it's like when you go and get coffee and they're out of sugar, and like that's the only thing that you use. Let's say it's raw sugar, right? And they're out of it, and they only have Splenda. That person is like, man, I don't want this. This is about to throw everything off. This is about to throw my cup of coffee off. Like, I'll use it because there's nothing else, but you're like the raw sugar, okay? That they only use. And they can't wait until their store gets more in stock. And that's where I'm getting that energy of like, maybe you're not always available. Maybe, yeah. But when you are, it's just a great day or a great time, or child. Okay, that's all I gotta say. You are preferred over anyone else, pile number 2, for, this is giving me like romantic connections. You are preferred. Okay, let's get more. What's the hot gossip from my pile number 2s? Clarify the temperance, please. Yes. Yes. You're very desired, and it's in a way where, like, I don't know, people can get lost in you, just you. The hot gossip, that's the hot gossip. Have you seen pile 2? And the people who have seen you, they're like, I have seen pile 2, you know, and I'm happy. Or something like that. Or I can't wait until next time. This is really giving a dating vibe. So if you're dating people or dating someone or something like that, that's how this person feels. It's like to the point where they wonder, like, who else feels this way about pile number 2? There's no way I'm the only one. You know? What's the hot gossip on my pile number 2s? I'm picking up on birds. Something to do with birds, or maybe you've been having like crazy encounters with birds lately. If so, that this is just confirmation for you that this is your pile. Or like birds have been acting weird around you or something. I don't know. The hot gossip on my pile number 2s. When people speak about you, it's kind of like they get this look in their eye where they're just daydreaming. I don't know. Or maybe their voice just sounds like that. Like they're just daydreaming about you. Like if people are speaking about you, they're like, yeah. That's pile number 2. Or, you know, it's just giving that like real easy energy. Like you provide like a ease. Or anytime they talk about you, it's like they have to speak on you in a way that's just real, like light and easy and airy and breezy, okay? So the hot gossip on you is coming from people who are very interested in you romantically, because this is giving a romantic vibe. Yeah, very interested in you. And it's like so much so that they have to refrain from thinking of like the others. I heard the others. They have to refrain from thinking of the others. And when I say others, they like people that want you, or even if this is energetically, people that want you, or they got to refrain from that, because you, like they, how is this coming through? Because they have time with you, or they are dating you, right? And you really could just be dating this one person, or just take it how it resonates, because it's going to resonate differently for you guys. But this one person is like the others. Who are the others? You know? Even if there isn't others. I mean, this person feels like even if there isn't others, if you're not like actually actively dating other people, there's others. You feel me? Let's get more. What is the hot gossip on my pile number 2s? Yeah. The hot gossip. There's kind of an energy of people liking to make decisions for you, or based around you, or I heard where you're weak, I am strong. You know, so it's that energy. People like to step in. They like to step in for you in the places where you don't, I don't know, the places where you don't want to, what am I trying to say here? Like in the places where you feel timid. What's the hot gossip on my pile number 2s? I feel like someone is saying or either thinking, like getting to know you is like an amazing experience. Getting to see you or things like that, it's really an amazing experience. Cherish is the word. You're very cherished. Pile number 2. Yeah, you're very cherished. And maybe even timid, or I don't know if that's the word that I'm looking for, but shy even, or if you don't resonate with those words, don't take it, but the hot gossip for my pile number 2s is you show up in all your glory. Like I always trip over this word, unapologetically. You show up in all your glory. And it's like irresistible. It's so irresistible. It's so irresistible, pal, too. You're very irresistible. The hot gossip on you is that you are very irresistible. Like, so irresistible. People feel like they can't resist you, okay? I mean, I know that's just me breaking down the word irresistible, but had to run it back. I want to clarify the devil here. What is the hot gossip on my pile number 2s? People like your way of living, or your way of doing things, or your way of like everything. It's like intoxicating. Your way of thinking and doing things and all this stuff, it's like intoxicating. All right. Clarify the devil, and what is the hot gossip on, thank you, my pile number 2s? Yeah. People can't wait to see what you have to say. There is an energy here of people loving to hear when you speak. They love to hear your perception or the way that you viewed a situation. You may have a lot of people who like tell you about certain things that happen in their life, and they want to know how you took that. Like, how would you take that? What would you take from that? Yeah, and there's an energy here of acceptance. Like, the people, the hot gossip on you is that, you know, pile number 2, it's like, come as you are, pile number 2. I get the energy that that's what you do anyways. You come as you are. And you know that there's a lot of power in that, or something like this. There is an energy of like anticipation that's around you. So I don't know where you're going lately, or maybe this is your friends, where they just can't wait to see you, you know. They're just like, yeah, where are we, what's next? Where are we going? What are we doing? You know? Yeah. The hot gossip on my pile number 2s. You really have this irresistible quality about you, whether this is romantic or platonic. You just really do. And Yeah, that's the hot gossip. People are speaking about this, though. They're actually speaking about this. They're speaking about how they're really happy that they're dating you, or they're really happy that you've come into their life if this is a new friend, or they're really happy that you work here at this job and you came out of nowhere, you know, or, you know, the list goes on and on. But this is the hot gossip on you. People are speaking about this. I'm picking up on like, well, I mean, this reading is about hot gossip. I was going to say, picking up on like, this is people talking about you, like when you're not there. But heavy on that. There are a lot of people talking about you when you're not in the room. But really, really good talk. People want to have you meet their friends, or maybe meet their family. If you're dating someone, you're like getting to that point with them where they want you to meet their family. And it's almost an energy of like showing you off to their family. So this person could be speaking to their family about you, kind of like gearing them up for you to meet them. You know, like laying out the red carpet for pile number 2 before you get there, so that, you know, yeah, they really are, though. It's like their family is like expecting like this amazing person that this person is gonna bring. I hope that made sense. Like their family is expecting you before you get there, and they're expecting great things from you before you get there, just because of how this person set up you or how they talk about you. I don't know why it's coming through all weird, but I feel like you understand where I am going with that. The hot gossip on my pile number 2s. People talk about your looks a lot. I mean, I mentioned this at the beginning of the reading, but just how gorgeous you are, or how pretty you are, or how handsome you are, or your looks in general. People are raving. They're raving about you. Okay, pile 2. So that's what I've got for you. This is the hot gossip on you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that will be in the description box below. But please like, please comment, definitely subscribe to become a raindrop. Know that I love you on a soul level. Peace. Pile number 3. Okay, listen, you are stepping into like a new era or something, pile 3. The hot gossip on you is that you've changed. You've closed cycles. You've closed doors. I heard you slam doors. Okay, you've slammed doors in people's faces. Or you've stopped putting effort into things that aren't benefiting you, or you've stopped doing something. Okay, you've stopped doing something and you're showing up in a new way, or you're showing up in a new way. Like I said, it's giving new era. It's giving the old me is dead and gone. Okay, and I'm gonna link that song in the description box below. But it's giving, I have freed myself from a way of thinking. The hot gossip on you is that you've freed yourself from a way of thinking. And it's kind of like you have the energy of like, I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who doesn't like the way that I'm moving now. I don't care who doesn't like that I've changed, or I don't care who doesn't vibe with this new version of me. Because I had to do this for me. And because I did this, I feel better. So why would I care if you don't like it? Because what would I do? Go back to how I was before? And then be unhappy? You know, it's kind of like 1 + 1 is 2, not 3, you know? And that's how simple it is for you now. And the hot gossip on you is that you have changed. Pile number 3. And since I said you don't care who doesn't like it, leads me to believe that there are some people who doesn't like it. Or who don't like it. But again, I mean, this is you right now, so you're vibing. You're vibing. You got the King of Cups. Oh. You're vibing. You're vibing. You're happy. You're content. You're vibing. You're like, yeah, good vibrations over here. Clarify this King of Cups. What is the hot gossip on my pile threes? Okay. Okay. Yes. And maybe you're talking different, or you're walking different, or yeah, you're just different, pile three. And to others, it seemed like it happened overnight. The hot gossip on you is that it's like pile three woke up one day and was like, nah, I don't want to do it like this anymore. And you have every right to do that, pile three. And I mean, I feel like you know this because you did it, right? It's like you're putting an end to old ways of thinking or old actions that you used to do. It's like, because these actions and thinking would only generate the same thing over and over, which sounds like a cycle to me. So you're breaking cycles. I almost feel the need to, like, you know, put that here, put this here, and get another card, right? What is the hot gossip on my pile number threes? It's giving a really peaceful vibe. Like, the hot gossip on you, for the ones that get it, right, is that you're very peaceful. You've done a lot of changing, and you are in a really good vibe because you've done a lot of changing. And then there's another side of this where you've done a lot of changing, and whatever it is that you've changed, it's stopped benefiting people who were benefiting from you being in this old cycle. Yeah, it's like your values are changing. Things that you really value are changing. Honestly, pile three, it just sounds like you're like growing up. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's just, you know, in life you grow up into, you just grow up. I don't know. But that's what it sounds like, pile three. You're stepping into a new era of like the next chapter of pile three, right? So some of you may be turning or like you're turning a, why am I saying it this way? You are having a birthday, and like this age that you're turning is like really big for you, or a milestone. If not, you're looking, if not, this is just how you feel on the inside or something. Right? So some of you could be stepping into your 40s or your 50s, or I don't know why those are the ages that I chose, but maybe this is what resonates. Right? So if that's the case, you know, it's, what are we doing? It's, we're switching it up. Right? In this new decade of my life, we're switching it up. We're not doing this anymore. We're going to be doing this now. Because with time, it's like you got to grow with the times or something like that. And that's what you feel, pile number two or three. New chapter. It's, I really am picking up on a new chapter here. So maybe some of you guys are reading a book that's really like heavily influencing you right now. And it's heavily influencing you to move into a new chapter. What is the hot gossip on my pile number threes? It's like with you changing your values and things like that, people are just seeing you in a whole new way. Clarify this Four of Pentacles, please, for the hot gossip. Didn't I mention you were like talking different or something? It looks really good on you too, pile three. The only people that I feel like I said, the people that aren't vibing with this new chapter are people that were in your last chapter. Right? I mean, right? That's it. And as you go into a new chapter, you have new people. It's like new level, new people. You're meeting different people, or maybe this is the type of people that you're attracting to you. You're noticing that you're attracting different types of people to you at this moment, or people that align with this new era, new chapter, new you. And I feel like it's happening quickly. It's like, man, I just made this decision to stop ... And as soon as I made this decision, I met this person, or I met this new friend, or I met this, I don't know, this thing happened, and it just really confirmed to me that I made the right choice. Okay? And this is the hot gossip on you. The gossip on you is that you surely are walking into a new chapter, and you don't really care what people have to say about it. And even the people that have something to say about it, they can't deny how good you look. They can't deny how good your aura is now. Or they can't deny that this was the best decision for you. Okay, pile 3. So that's what I got for you. This is the hot gossip on you right now. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find that in the description box below. But please like, please comment, definitely subscribe to become a raindrop. Know that I love you on a soul level. Peace.